We spice it up now, by the way.
Yeah, we've got another big heavyweight. So can we have Larsson Smith and Louie McQueen up, please?
We have got children in the room, right? So let's just keep it on the level, please.
Okay.
All right, nice one.
Hello, mate. You okay?
So Larsson, if I start with you, mate, and the reason I'm going to start with you is, for better or for worse, I know this young man quite well. So I'll leave Louie later. So tell us a bit about yourself, what you're bringing to the table, and what you've been doing.
Yeah, so obviously I've had 2 fights now in Tank Promotions. Obviously Swindon born, lived in Southampton for the last 5 years. Was obviously very football focused down there. Obviously that was what my degree was. Obviously enjoyed my last 2 fights. I thought the Jack fight was a particularly hard fight. A very, very good boxer. He's went on to do pretty good things now during boxing. I was pretty disappointed with the Martin Mills performance. I personally feel that, I should have been 10 times better than I was. And it's one of those things, obviously listening to your commentary saying about, not keeping it at range. And when I did, I was 10 times better against Martin. And we saw that with a big overhand that I landed in the second round. As soon as I gained that kind of distance, it was so easy to land shots. Obviously, Martin wanted to smother. And I feel like it won't be too dissimilar in this fight. Obviously, I'm definitely the smaller end of the heavyweights.
But I also felt with your actual body shape, that was the best way for you to
Yeah,
box.
of course. Yeah. Obviously, reach is one thing that I've always been pretty decently blessed with when it comes to boxing. Obviously, quite long-limbed. But yeah, obviously, I've been training really hard, obviously, at Fitzpatrick's now in Ferndale, which is, a lot of amateur fighters, a lot of good fighters, getting a lot of sparring rounds in. Obviously, sparred Dan, who's fighting for the heavyweight title, the novice the elite. Elite, Dan Curtin, obviously sparred him not that long ago. Obviously, he's a big old lad as well. Put me through my paces. But yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm ready for it now.
Well, you preempted a couple of my questions because, and I'm flattered about the commentary bit, but I was going to say, what did you learn from those 2 bouts? But you've obviously gone away, you've looked, and you've come back the stronger for it.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, I'm a massive visual learner. I feel like I've always got to watch back the things I do. I've watched back my last 2 fights probably 100 times each. Probably my dad's probably fed up of hearing me watching it in my room. But it's one of those things that I think that's what probably frustrated me most in my second fight is watching it back. I knew I had the ability to win that fight and maybe even finish that fight. But where I allowed Martin to smother in those fights, it become a bit of a dogfight. And, if I wanted someone to cuddle me, I'd get a girlfriend. But obviously Martin did that quite a bit. But yeah, it was good. Like, I'm enjoying it. I'm happy to be back again, obviously back in Swindon now. So yeah, just looking forward to it now, buzzing for it.
So what you're looking for, as a final question from this bout, with that learning curve, with what you've taken, what are you looking for from this performance? You've got your opponent across the way. Louie's a big man.
Yes, 100%. Obviously, as I said, a lighter end of the heavyweight scale. Obviously, I'm quite a big lad in the sense of height. But obviously, some people underestimate kind of the power that I can bring and kind of the ability I can bring. I'm no pushover. And obviously, you've seen in my past fights, I'm not small and fighting small people. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm always taking any fight. If Rich puts a fight in front of me, I'm taking it. Not really many questions asked. But I'm just looking for a good fight, a good boxing fight. Scrapping, we see all these scraps on these events, and that's not what I want. I want to be able to stand there and box with Louie and show who's the better technical boxer.
Excellent. I wish you all the best, mate. And I'm going to come over to now, Louie. You've heard that, Louie. And one thing I will say before I ask you any questions is you're of a similar ilk. Your fight was put in front of you.
Yeah, literally, it's just put straight in front of me. I said to Rich, I said to Nick, my coach, that I'll literally fight anyone. I don't really mind. And then it just came up that I was fighting this lad. Obviously, he's only had a couple of fights compared to me. I'm quite experienced, quite well known, as you've watched a couple of times, commented, and on your last show with MC, and I think you were there as well. But
I was there on that, yeah.
Yeah, literally. So it's exciting. I'm excited just to be down here. Obviously, he's here. He's saying he wants a good fight, this, that, the other. I'll just be on top of him and just see if he can handle it. He's not very experienced, so we'll just see how he gets
we
on.
mentioned, obviously, Dennis at JJ's, but your coach, Nick at Britannia, is very similar. He beasts you guys, doesn't he?
Yeah, literally. I'll be very honest with you. I'm one of the laziest fuckers you'll meet, so...
You didn't have to tell me that, Louie.
Literally, so, but I turn up to fight, literally, so. But recently, I've not been working, so I've been in and out the gym most days, so if anything, I'm more ready than I've ever been, because I've got a couple of hard fights now.
Let's tell me what excites, let me tell you both what excites me about this one. We've had Larsson, who you've heard learning immediately from mistakes, going back, looking what he's done. his body shape, keep it long, keep it lean. He knows what he wants to do. You've just said, and I've seen you box, you like to get in there, you like to work. It's a perfect mix of styles
100%.
to make a really exciting bout.
I'm a big boy. I want to excite people. I want to try and put people out. Like, it's exciting. Like, if you're going to try to stand there and run away from me all night, it's not going to happen. I'm going to get hold of you eventually. So just, you can run around the ring all you want, bud, but at the end of the day, I'll be stood there in front of you at some point, and yeah.
Well, I'm hoping from what he said, Larsson, I don't think he'll actually be running. I think he's just going to try and keep it at range. And for me, and for the boxing purists, I think you two guys are going to put on quite a show for us. So I wish you both all the best on that. And I look forward to seeing you.
I want to just drag this on for another 30 seconds. I mean, Louie, it's the first time I met you, and I mean, I know for a fact this man, he's probably not overlooking Larsson. I'm going to come back to you as well, but you've got your eyes set on other people probably on the card, I imagine. You're probably a bit more experienced for the, you've mentioned there, we've got novice heavyweight title fight on. We're going to speak to them very soon. And we've got the elite heavyweight title, which is right here in front of me, which is vacant. But obviously, is that something you want to aspire to? You want to take
Well, I'm
Larsson
fighting
out?
Sean as well, I'm fighting Sean at the end of November. I think he's here. I'm not too sure. So he's at the back there. I see them both like kissing downstairs earlier. So, but I'm just excited. Like, I'm just coming down here. He'll get beat, and then I'll take the
So
belt.
you're confident. You're not looking. You're overlooking Larsson. You're going to take him out and then take the big man out as well.
I'll just beat them both. Yeah.
Larsson, I've got to give you the opportunity to reply to that, my man. Come on.
I don't know who the fuck's put 50p in you, but but obviously you're so worried about your next fight. You should worry about your first one first. I may look small to you.
You will get dealt with.
Okay, completely fine.
You will get dealt with.
Okay, so when you're looking out of the ring after and I win the fight, you go with that.
I watched you fight your man who you got beat, and every time he stuck pressure on you, you shit yourself and you try grabbing hold of him for dear life. Bro, I'm not 100 kg. I'm 120 kg. You try and grab hold of me, you will get launched.
Yeah, and you're going to look so much more stupid when I beat you in the fight and I'm 25 kg less than you.
Okay, we'll see then. You'll get launched. You will get launched.
I should have kept my mouth shut, shouldn't I? But listen, we're going to have a face.
Guys, let's have this face-off. Guys, if you need any more incentive to watch this bout, there you've got it.
Both together but facing towards the camera first. Oh. 30 second break in between. Now facing up.
Hey, no funny business. Yeah. Something like that. Just step a little closer. One little step. Closer. Well done, man. That's good. Well done. Yeah. Well done. Well done.